Hey 8th grade, this is Miss Harkness. This video is for Eureka Module 3, Lesson 3, as well as Lesson 4. We are going to look at how to dilate a figure. So here I have two shapes. I'm going to show you how to dilate them by a scale factor of 1/2. Now we always want to ask ourselves, is this an enlargement or a reduction? Since my scale factor is less than 1, it's a fraction, less than 1, this is a reduction. It's important to ask ourselves that question because we want to make sure that our shape is getting smaller because we've established that it's a reduction and not accidentally enlarging it. We're going to start with the triangle. So we have triangle XYZ. Right now y to z has a measure of 2. So when we reduce it to 1/2, it's going to have a base of 1. So I know it's going to be one box across, but the problem is I don't know exactly where to put it. According to the question, I'm dilating from center O. So I'm going to be moving towards the origin. In order to show that, I'm going to draw some lines to connect my Y. So let me see if it'll let me add in a shape. Now I've got these dilations lines, and it's not very easy to see, but if you look right here, that is where the triangle, let me undo that, from Y to Z, that's where Y to Z come in and shrink down to that 1 unit in measurement. And I promise there's an easier way to do this. We'll get to that in lesson 6. So Z to X was originally 3, so it's only going to be 1.5 tall. That's that line. There's X to Z connected. There's my dilated triangle. Okay, so draw in these guidelines and then estimate where it would go / figure out one side. All right, now let's take a look at this circle. In looking at the circle, we know that the radius is 2. We know that the diameter is 4. And we know that A is located at 0.86. Well, remember, my scale factor is 1/2, so this circle is going to become half the size. So instead of the radius being 2, the radius is going to become 1. The diameter is then going to only be 2 across instead of 4 across. So let's consider point A for a moment. If it's forward 8, up 6, well, we're only going to go half as far. So we're going to go forward 4, up 3. There's where A prime is going to go, and then we know we have that radius of 1, or our diameter of 2, and this is where our circle will go. Now, aside from me using the circle tool to make this nice and precise, that's about as good as it's going to get for a freehand sketch. As we move forward, we'll get into more of the specifics for constructing on a coordinate plane. This is just an introduction for today.